Oh, hello everybody, and welcome to High Playing Games. My name is Simon, still with the flu, sadly. But continuing on, I feel well enough to actually do the race this week. So apologies that I had to skip a week last week for the F1 career mode. I was just that unwell that I couldn't even face doing a gaming session. That's how unwell I am. So just to kind of dive in and see what we're up to at the moment. So, not quite winning in the battle with Hulkenberg, despite winning in terms of points and podiums. The thing that I did for this round, in terms of buying R&D points, was to make our gearbox more reliable. I suppose for me, I'm following at the moment the Murray Walkerism of finish first you must finish. And I've noticed that we're going through quite a lot of the updates to the car really quickly in terms of like reliability. So I've already had to switch bits of my power unit over, and we're only on round 4. So I've gone for the gearbox upgrade for performance there, and we're being a bit cheeky actually this time round. So that'll be ready for Spain. And if you can see, Force India are the only team that have actually bought an upgrade for Russia, because they didn't bring one at Bahrain. So that's interesting. So we're keeping our gearbox for this round. It's at 48%, and I still don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we'll find out. But I have switched to my number 2 of internal combustion engine and my motor generator unit and my turbocharger, because they were on 56, 56 and 67% respectively. And in Bahrain I was down on power for the final third of that race because that ICE was so worn. So I was like, "More, stop this now." So I was getting kind of angry and angsty over it. So we've got balanced tyres as per usual. Ferrari and McLaren like us most because their drivers aren't scoring any points. And there's your order of the drivers and constructors beforehand. So it's only Hulkenberg and then the McLarens and Saubers that haven't actually scored yet. There we are there. So it's been a proper weird and wonderful round robin. But let's dive in. Oh, hang on. No, let's see what stupid little Miss Moose wants us to do, because we've done quite well in the qualifying sim, which makes me now worried.
Hi, how are you? I'm just passing on your qualifying goals for this weekend.
Please don't be big. 11th. It's because I managed to do like my all-time perfect lap in the qualifying sim, and I got a perfect, as you can see there, and I was like, damn, now she's going to expect lots from me. Now, apologies, I have to skip the stuff so that my video doesn't get blocked.
Welcome back to Sochi. We're about to be joining the action down in the pit lane as the cars get ready to embark on their qualifying runs.
Yay.
Now then, Anthony David.
Okay. So, if people are looking at a setup, now the race for this is supposed to be dry, wet, dry. Not that it's really affected my setup too much. I always put in quite a bit of fuel. I should really sort that out. So 4 or 5 on the wings, which is a bit unusual, I think, because normally you have a rear wing that's less than the front wing to try and get around some of the corners, but I find the stability around here is a bit more trickier when you're in mixed conditions. 75 on throttles. That's my suspension geometry. Suspension. Low ride height, because it's a relatively smooth surface. Brake pressure. I keep fucking around with the brake pressure, but 73 will do for now. And that's just because I'm fat-fingered. If you're better with, if you're using pedals and not a controller, you can play with the brake pressure much better and be much more aggressive.
The track is pretty quiet at the moment. Perhaps we should get out there and get a few laps in.
Alright, Jeff. Jeez. It's always on my case. Right, so what have we got tyre-wise? So that's Q1, Q2, Q3. We'll be alright. So, for the first time ever, there's an actual potential of me getting out of Q1. Shock
Checks
horror.
complete. All personnel be aware we have a car leaving.
know why, because I don't particularly like this track. I find this track infinitely dull. It does have a kind of flow to it, but it's that kind of flow that just makes me feel like I'm driving like a really uninspired arcade game. It's really weird. I quite like turn 3, and I quite like the cambered chicane at the end of at the start of sector 3. But apart from that, this track kind of is a nothing for me. So staying awake will be key. Apologies if I cough quite a lot. I'm still not very well. This flu's been with me for 2.5 weeks now. I'm very bored of it. So I'm hoping that version 1.07 does not have any new single player bugs, because the multiplayer bugs that Ben and I had yesterday were absolutely ridiculous. It was easily the most buggiest version of this game that we've had for multiplayer to date, and that includes blue flag problems and everyone getting disqualified at the end. We had AI that didn't work properly, and it had spread the AI so that everyone was separated by like 12 seconds across the field per lap. It's completely botched our Chinese Grand Prix result to the point where we can't even alter it. Ridiculous. Really unimpressed. Right. Anyway, shush Simon. Didn't do a lap. The sun is. I'm all for realism, but I'd still like to be able to see where I'm going.
Last lap puts you into P8.
Not so grand.
Nico's lap times are better than yours. Nico is faster than us.
I knew that was going to happen as soon as I went into that corner. Well, we're doing the whole no after me, after you shenanigan. Fine. And then I'll speed up and be up with Jackson.
Nico's currently in P6, 6th place.
Oh, okay. Session update.
We're in 10th position.
Session update. Session update. Oh, Jeff. Fucking hate you, Jeff. Right, let's give it one more go. So the tyre wear here is relatively low. Session update.
Quick position rundown for you. The current top 5 are Raikkonen, Bottas, Verstappen,
Oh, how's that a
Perez, and
fucking...
Ricciardo.
Ah! Smithy's angry. Smithy's angry. I don't think it matters if we start 17th anyway. Sorry, 16th. It's all good. Do we want to try one more? Got enough fuel for it, and the tyres are full. Worried about my gearbox though. Fast go. I want to save those ultra soft tyres, that's why. Not that the game seems to understand about tyre allocations properly. Right, let's do this. Final hurrah.
You've been moved down to P12.
That's nice. Way too early for that. It seems to work. Seems to be a bit better. Oh, 6/10 better. Nice. Don't fuck it up now. That's better. Yes! Now I'm happy. Box this lap.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
Now watch. Hello, DPD. That sounds like a porno name if ever I've heard one. Or a children's presenter. I guess they're kind of the same. Especially if you're from the 80s. If you're an 80s child like I am. Generally all of your children's TV show people are paedophiles as well. Or porn stars. Or all of the above. Oh, I hate that corner. Ah, same. Now, wrong with being 33 until you're 34. Okay. Right, let's get back to the box. See if we can hang on to get into Q2 for the first time this season, actually. Qualifying is not my forte. Ah, hey Ryan. Yeah, I agree with that, Mr. Rhino. The bits that I changed in the engine carried no penalty, so I'm going to see if I can survive the gearbox this race. And I never go well at Spain. I seem to have an affinity to crash there every year. So I'll change my gearbox then because I'll be at the back of the grid and I know it'll be a terrible race. Yes, I am running a custom setup, Davey. I'll quickly show you that now once we're back in the box. I drive with a controller, which I know is heresy to a lot of people, but I don't care. So yeah, so 4.5 on the wings. Bear in mind that the race is supposed to be dry, wet, dry, which is why I normally have my wings like that in a dry, wet, dry race, because that's kind of a nice little compromise.
Our best lap so far is a 1:38.2.
Thanks, Jeff. 75 each. I find that this really depends on how fat-fingered you are with your accelerations or fat-footed you are with the pedals. And normally, the rainier it is, the more I put that down. Suspension and suspension geometry, I must say, I steal these from f1carsetup.com. And I go through different people's and then just try them out with the types of wings and stuff that I like. Generally, there's a guy there called Stix50, who I seem to have a similar driving style to, but he didn't have a setup up for Russia for this year, so I was playing around for some other people's. Brakes, I normally have my front brake bias anywhere between 58 to 62. Excuse me. And my brake pressure... if there's lots and lots of stops, I'd rather have lower brake pressure because I get overexcited under braking and just slam the brake trigger down, which I know is you're supposed to be a bit progressive, but I just don't have the coordination for that. So lower brake pressure helps me with that, and then tyre pressures are in the middle. Ballast is at 7.
You're doing a great job. We're much higher up the field than we expected to be.
Lower brake pressure.
Excuse me. Sorry, I've got cold. Right. I'll be mighty surprised if we do get through to Q2. Oh, Vettel's not done a time yet. Oh, he's on a flying lap now. So I'm going to speed this forward. It will do its normal AI jump, but I don't care. We've done far better than what I expected. Mind you, Ocon's not beat us. No, we're through!
I like this track.
Ooh, I'm not a fan, I have to say, Davey. Ah, so out goes Sainz, Alonso, Van Dorn, Verline and Ericsson. It was just me cutting the track that was the problem. See, this is rather annoying now, because now I'm through to Q2, and I'm like, do I attempt to try and get to Q3? Or do I save my tyres? We'll give it a go. Because look, the race, dry, wet, dry. Oh. Right, let's give it a go.
I struggle with Mexico and Abu Dhabi.
I really like the Mexican circuit, but I can't drive it fast at all. I'm terrible at it. That's okay. We've still got another ultra soft. That's okay. Right. I'm happy. I'm happy because we only used one set in Q1.
Standing by.
Okay. Abu Dhabi. I've got used to. I don't mind that circuit actually. Initially, I was a bit like, this is car park material, but over time, I've kind of got used to the flow of it. Whereas with the Russian circuit, I agree that it's got a nice flow, but it just doesn't engage me for some reason. I don't know why. It would help if the glare wasn't so terrible. Everything just feels like a nice shade of white. People ask me in previous videos why I always do the outlap myself, and it's purely because if you don't,
Russia's okay in my book, but I prefer Canada.
I think they'll put the halo in, but I think what they'll do is they'll adjust the camera angle so that it doesn't look like half of the game is covered up by a metal thong. It reminds me of, do you remember, you're of my age, so you might remember F1 97. Do you remember when they put in tear-offs and it started taking up the screen? And they only put it in for one iteration of the game, and it was taken back out again because whilst it was immersive, it's bloody annoying to have a giant, massive pixel on your screen covering up half of the stuff. So I don't know, they might give it a go. I love me Canada too. You just have to press triangle, I think it was, to clear your visor. Oh god, what kind of line was that, Smith? Horrible lap. Where'd my pace go? It was a bit slidey and that was a bit early. Terrible line. I think we'll have to do a take two. We definitely will now.
I just subbed.
Ah, thank you, Davey.
You've fallen down the order. You're now in P7.
To be fair, I don't do racing videos all the time, but I do put up a video every day of random games from past and present, including, actually, because I've just validate. I hate it when it does that. Right, we'll chill round this lap and we'll give it one more go. Oh, after me, after you, after me. Why is your livery still that one?
Nico's lap times are better than yours. Nico is faster than us.
Only just. What was I going to say? Yeah, so I've got my Elgato capture card all sorted out. And I was trying to... I've still got my old PlayStation 2, which obviously plays PS1 games and stuff. And I was trying to get it all back working again, because I used to have a Dazzle capture card, and that was really, really simple to capture PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games. But the Dazzle broke, and so I was like, right, I'll get an Elgato capture card. Since... Oh, okay, I didn't know they'd tear offs on that one. Rogro, what are you doing, mate? You're so French. Right, last go. Otherwise, I'll just be happy where we qualify.
Nico's currently in P9.
Thanks, Jeff. What was I going to say? Yeah, so the Dazzle used to be really, really simple to capture stuff. But the Elgato, it's really not, and so I've got like masses of cables all pushing it around, and it really affects the quality of what you get at the end. So I just need to sit and play with exactly how good it is, because then once I'm happy with the quality and it's not flickering, which is what it seems to do with quite a lot of the PS2 games, not the PS1 games, strangely, I'll be very happy to wheel out all of my old games onto the channel again. Have a little bit of F1 95 and stuff like that. Get out my Spectrum. God knows how you'd actually capture that. And I've got runs, but I always feel a bit cheaty if I actually record the runs. Question was yes, I do, for this career mode, yeah. So grab some snacks if you're interested. Hey, that was better.
That's P8. You're up to P8.
I don't think that will get us through to Q3, but that will do. And if it does, we better back off the tyres now. Ooh, gearbox at 50%. That's not what I wanted. Cruise our banana in. Team Banana. Excuse me. I hope that's you on an out lap for Stappen, because that lap looks awful. I've got hope that the gearbox works all the way to the end of the race. Now, I'm taking it that, like previous games, when you hit 70%, that's where failure rate starts to happen. So that's why I was like, yeah, we'll be fine for this race. It's all good. We'll soon find out, though. At least this AI is better than Project Cars 2, which was a shambles, the AI, when I played that on Friday. Right, just quickly grab some water. Thanks for stopping by. Pleasure to have you. Right. Let's see how close we are. Ooh, it's juicy close. Ah, okay. We won't be getting through. That's fine though. Let's accelerate that time. There we go. We're out. But I'm happy with that. Especially if we beat Hulkenberg, because we've not actually beaten Hulkenberg yet this season. Nice. Ooh, well done, Rogro. Quite a juicy top 10 there. Up goes Kvyat, Magnussen, Matimi, only a 10th down from me. On's your Strollerlicious. And again, just me being naughty. Right.
Afternoon, Smithy.
Hello, Mr. Walker. How are you, my Scottish friend? You about to see me crash around the Russian Grand Prix circuit? I think you are. Wow, I've cut myself and I don't know how. I've gone all emo.
Yeah, not too bad. How are you?
Slowly recovering from the flu, which I've had for the last 2.5 weeks, but we're getting there, thank you. Okay, McLaren still love us. I don't know why. Right, let's see what Moosey Face wants us to have in the race.
Hi, it's Emma here. Just
Hi.
wanted to let you know what the team are hoping for in the race.
Unrealistic expectations? Yes, 11th, of course it is. No, but actually, do you know what? There's potential for points here if I don't bin it when it gets wet.
This morning.
Aye, aye. I'm sure I could make a sexual joke out of that. But as we're on the YouTubes, I should try and be good. Excuse me. Right, let's go to the race. As always, I have to skip the pre-race graphics because then the FIA block the video. So frustrating. They should know that it's a game. Especially when they see my driving. The only bit that I can show is the grid. They don't seem to block that. They block that. They block that. Oh no, I've pressed X too many times. Oh, it always happens. I don't even know what the grid order is. Schnadgers.
Okay, be wary of the cars ahead braking suddenly into one. We could ruin our race if we hit them. Good luck.
It's actually turn 2, Jeff. Right, race director. What are the positions? Okay. Ricardo. Okay. No grid penalties either, so that's good. Right. Race stratage. So it's going to get rainy. I almost wonder, you know, if we should go super soft until it rains. Because then we do one less pit stop in my head. Let's do that. Let's be brave. Let's be bold. Let's cause a massive Smithy train. Oh, we're not the only ones thinking that, Mr. Lance Stroll. I like it. Monsieur Canadian.
Everything looks good on the power unit cycle, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature.
Mr. Hulk clearly going aggressive. That won't work against me, mate. Especially as you're the only non-McLaren and Sauber now to have not scored a point yet, Mr. Hulkenberg. It's like your real life problems with getting podiums have translated to not being able to score in this game. I can see track penalties being a thing for me, for cutting. At least when it's darker weather, I'll be able to see that corner. Oh, been taken back over. Possessed. Okay. I shall need some luck, methinks, to get round to turns 1 and 2 okay.
The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
What's that noise? Welp? Why am I in reverse? Ah. Uh-oh. Go! Decent start. Not from Rogro, though. Rono, more like. Oh, shit! Okay, Magno.
Looking at some gearbox wear, try to keep your number of shifts to a minimum.
Oh, God.
We're seeing minor damage to the front wing. Be easy on the car till we get it repaired. We don't want to risk making this worse.
Ocon and Massa having some kind of ding-dong, causing the massivest tailback ever. Has Massa got in front now? Good.
We're looking good from the start.
Let's get Stroll. Let's not get Stroll. Okay, let's hit Stroll. Let's pass Stroll. Thanks. 10. feel great. Like, not great at all. Christ. It's always so slippy, that chicane. Right. Let's go after the double French brie.
Race officials have enabled DRS. DRS is now available.
Hoping that Stroll will hold up enough people.
We're seeing a gap form.
Yes, that was helpful. Now Stroll, if you could just hold up everyone with your amazing Williams engine, or Mercedes engine rather. Ooh, Ocon, baby. Ooh, Rograt. Oh my God! Yes! Slow. That was more fluke and luck than judgment, but I'll have it. Hey Ryan. It's a wee bit scary. I may have left a little trail of poo. Oh Christ, come back. Should we fear? See, this is where running at the back of every field in every sim racing league ever helps. Because I don't think I'm... Like, I know I'm slow when it comes to sim racing, like, on leagues. But in general, I don't think my racecraft is terrible. My little poo bombs. They can be brake markers, I don't mind. Ooh, purple sector 1. Purple rain, purple rain.
Gap to car in front is 3.3 seconds.
That's lovely. Is it going up or down? I can't tell. Mind you, Massa's closing down whoever that is in front, which I'm assuming Red Bullish. Yeah, it must be both Red Bulls.
Our gap to first place is 12.6 seconds.
And then literally the entire rest of the field is stuck behind Stroll. I love it. Oh, that looks juicy up ahead. quite sure where to brake from.
We're expecting rain in around 10 to 15 minutes.
Wow, so it's coming early. Okay. Maybe ultra softs would have been all right then. Oh well. I'd rather be conservative with the tyre approach and make sure that I didn't have to pit early. Those Red Bulls are proper going at it. Love it. Go on, Danny Rick. Yeah, it was an interesting attempt. Let's just say that. Ooh. So yeah, this could be quite lonely for the next 5 or 10 minutes or so. So apologies in advance. Now Massa's joined onto the back of the Red Bull brigade. That could be interesting.
Is 4.9 seconds.
Ocon's still ahead of Rogro. That's good. Frogut. Extra seconds as well, because when we change our front wing, which I will do because it's noticeable that I can't quite get all of my corners right, and especially if it's going to be peeing down with rain, I want all the downforce I can get. Oh, who's that pitching already? Verstappen. That's very early, Max. Does he have a problem? Does he have a front wing issue? I wonder if he hit Ricardo. Art imitating life. Excuse me. Ooh, that's going to get a warning there.
Okay, gap ahead is 2.5 seconds.
We're keeping them honest. I'm
Our
surprised.
gap to our teammate is 11.0 seconds.
Nice. Oh, I knew that was going to be horrible. We done it. Full race update.
P7 now. P7. Massa ahead. Our gap to the car in front is 2.6 seconds. They're on old ultra softs. Ocon is behind you. Okay, the gap behind is 9.1 seconds. They're on old ultra softs. Your pit window doesn't open for more than 20 laps. We still have 45 laps to complete.
Thank you, Jeff. Right, I guess, Jeff, the next thing I want you to know. Weather report.
Looks like rain is inbound and we're expecting it in around 5 minutes. 5 minutes until the rain.
Okay. More updates.
Copy.
I want a chatty Jeff. Yes, I do recommend the game, Racer Boy. So I mainly play single player with this game, and for that,
Radar suggests some weather is going to hit in around 5 minutes' time, so stay on your toes. Our gap behind is 8.7 seconds.
chatty immediately. And so for that purposes, for single player, I don't think there's a better racing experience out there at the moment. When it comes to multiplayer, there does seem to be some bugs that still need to be ironed out, but it is getting better over time in general. But yeah, if you're looking for a single player racing experience and you don't really care about going online, this is currently the best thing to deal with. I don't feel shortchanged having picked. I was a day one person, so I don't feel shortchanged for picking this up on day one. Ooh, who's that in? That's Hamilton in. Ooh, so clearly the ultra softs, they're coming in early. Oh, if you've got a wheel, you'll be fine. I've heard the force feedback is apparently quite brutal, so you might want to turn it down when you do get it.
The gap to the car ahead is 3.3 seconds.
Ooh. out to Massa.
I really want to see it.
No. I'm doing my own career race, so when it comes around to pit stops, we'll dive into the pits. It is raining in a couple of minutes though, so you'll probably see that then. I know we're not technically racing for position, but I'm not giving it to you
car
lightly.
behind has come in to put on the ultra soft tyre. That's the car behind, now on the ultra softs.
Thanks, Jeff. I couldn't already see that. You'll get DRS on me. There we go. Don't you dare. Thank you. I thought he was going to plough into me then.
You were really cutting all the time.
This might not go well.
We're considering
Ah,
switching
shit.
to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
No, we're staying out. Keep current.
Copy that.
We've got this. Is there curb boost? No. Oh, here comes the wreck. See, this is what I wanted. Oh, that was a terrible way to take that corner. Through you go, Hammy. You've got me now. Oh, I'm assuming Massa pitted in all of that. Okay, now it's a question of how heavy is this rain going to be.
We're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
Glad you are. Oh, it feels greasy already. Although I'm not sure how much of it is grease of the track, of the rain, or my lack of downforce from the front wing. Is that Stroll still holding up like the entire field? That's Bottas in. I can't take that flat anymore. I think this is getting wet quick.
Gap to car in front is 5.4 seconds.
Ah, sorry, I was trying to read that comment and I completely missed the braking. Wait, bear with me. I'll read that back when I get on the straight. What's the right number in the thousands? Ah, that's RPMs, revolutions per minute.
On track in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, this got wet really quickly. But I still feel like we're faster on dries than we are on wets at the moment.
Okay, even though we're seeing cars struggle in these conditions, if we pit for inters now, we're going to be too slow and we'll burn them out. Make the best of it for the time being.
That's Ricardo, we're past. Up to fourth. Vettel third. Okay. Oh, we're going deep. Where the front wing is absolutely ruining it. But we've still like net gained, I think.
We think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one?
Confirm. Confirm change.
Understood, copy that. Okay, gap ahead is 2.9 seconds.
Oh, we've lost so much time. But we're okay. We should get back out again in 6th, I think. Thank you. Right, we're in. Ha. You can wait, Bottas. Teammate in the pits. Oh no! He's gonna have to stack. Come on, front wing. Come on, front wing.
Exit now. You'll be racing as you leave the pits.
Shit. Right, well, we lost a few positions on that.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
Oh, Grosjean leapfrogged Ocon in all of that as well. Oh, it's greasy. But we have traction again. Yay for front wings that are actually in one piece.
Okay, the stewards have now disabled DRS. DRS is now disabled.
So it said heavy rain was coming, didn't it? Weather report.
Say that again, we're having trouble receiving.
Oh, Jeff. Weather report.
Sorry, we can't provide you with that information right now.
Oh, Jeff. that going really slowly? Is that someone still out there on dries? I think it is, you know. Who's that out there on dries? Oh, Van Dorn. Poor guy. Oh, and some others as well. Oh, Massa and Kvyat seem to have had some kind of get-together then. If they've just come straight back in again for more tyres. Interesting. Right. Oh, it's so tricky around this corner. I'm literally skidding around it. First one that we've had, haven't we? Got 2 more left before we get a penalty. I can't have a penalty. I don't want a penalty. I don't really want to overtake Grosjean here.
The gap to the car behind is 4.9 seconds.
Ooh, he's really slow there though. Coming through. Nice. Why? Okay, we've got this, we've got this. I am a single player gamer. I don't necessarily play GTA though.
3.5 seconds.
My kind of games. Oh, I knew that was going to come as a cut. I'm more of a racery, platformy, rhythm type gamer. I like finding more of the indie type gems. I think there's enough people that would do GTA 5 way better than what I would do.
Okay, distance to teammate 20.3 seconds.
So I wouldn't touch it for videos and stuff. I'm not entertaining with those types of things. L1 lets me speak to Jeff and give commands. When I get onto a straight, I shall demonstrate.
I think we're still on the right tyres for the time being.
So every time I've kind of like asked him something, it's L1 that I do to do that. So vehicle condition.
Alright, we expect these tyres to be good for a while yet. Just be careful with them in the high-speed corners. Your tyre wear is on target. Tyre wear is on target.
Full race update.
We're sat in 6th. Ricardo is ahead of you. The gap to the car ahead is 3.8 seconds. They're on fresh inters. Grosjean behind. The gap behind us is 1.5 seconds. They're on fresh inters. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. There are 35 laps left in the race.
Telly, game with
It's a great game.
Confirm that. We'll be moving the front wing to a balanced setting next time you're in.
Oh no, I don't want that. No! Ah, that's the only problem with Jeff. Sometimes he gets a bit confused and starts doing things to your car that you don't want him to do. We'll have to sort that out in a sec. So sometimes you end up arguing with Jeff over things that he thinks that you've said to him that you want. You can do it manually with the circle menu, which is what I'm gonna get back to there.
This heavy rain will last around 15 minutes, after which we should see a transition to light rain. Gap to car in front is 3.6 seconds.
So the other thing I'm noticing is because I'm revving the engine quite a bit and sliding around, I'm using up my fuel. So I've got plus 37 laps left, but I was running at a slight